Today we're going to disassemble the Mossberg 500 pump shotgun, and as usual, always make sure it is unloaded, nothing in the chamber, and nothing in the tube. Now my shotgun has the 18.5-inch home defense barrel on it. You may have one of several different barrels on your firearm, but they all disassemble the same way. First thing we want to do is remove the barrel. So first you want to make sure the safety is on. Start with the forearm all the way to the rear and then bring it forward about halfway so the bolt sits halfway in the ejection port. Then we just want to unscrew the takedown bolt right here all the way off, and then pull the barrel forward. You might have to wiggle it a little bit, but it should come right off and out. Alright, now we're going to remove the trigger housing assembly, which is right here, and this is the pin we need to remove. This is the trigger housing assembly pin, so we need to get a punch and knock that out. I'm going to use a 5/32 punch. So there's a couple of ways to do this. You can put the housing like this and push it from either side, or if it's on the tighter side, you can put it on something like a smart bench block to raise it up off the table. This way the pin will have a place to go down underneath. Then you can just push this pin out. If you need to tap on it with a hammer, I would use a small soft tip hammer and just gently tap on that until the pin drops free. You can see the pin is now coming out of the side, and then just gently push that all the way out. Pull that out, and now you can remove your trigger housing assembly just like that. Now you don't want to remove any of the pins on the trigger housing assembly unless you want springs and parts to go flying all over the place. And do not press the trigger while this assembly is out, because the hammer's going to fly up and you're probably going to do some damage. Now when you take that out, there's a couple of parts in here that are just kind of sitting loose. Take a good look at how these pieces are sitting. Alright, this is called the cartridge interrupter. This is a long metal piece here. We want to get that out. You might have to, kind of sits in this little hole here. See, it sits in there like that. So this is going to fall out. And on the other side, we have what is called the cartridge stop. And this is another bar on this side. And this is, that kind of just sits in the side there like that. I'm going to pull that one out as well. Next we want to remove the bolt slide, which is this piece right here. That moves back and forth. So in order to remove that, move the forearm rearward until the bolt slide is right between these two pieces here, and there's an opening there where this lifts up. This will lift right out like that. Next we want to remove the bolt assembly right here, and you can just slide that right out of the front of the barrel opening right there like that. Now we want to remove the elevator assembly right here. The safety must be in the on position in order to do that. So just lift that up like so. You want to kind of squeeze them together, and those two pins come out of the notches on either side, and then the elevator assembly comes out. And then lastly, we want to remove the forearm. Comes right off the front like that, and then remove it, make it like that. Alright, and that is the complete disassembly of the Mossberg 500 pump shotgun for cleaning purposes. In my next video I'm going to clean all these pieces and we're going to put it back together. For now, this is the disassembly. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and please check out the description below for all the items that we used in the disassembly of this firearm.